What up, motherfuckers? Welcome to the podcast. This is episode 1. Hope you motherfuckers enjoy.
Okay. So,
What were we talking about? Yeah.
we were talking about how.
I don't have a job.
Yeah, well, how you don't have a job.
That shit sucks.
You've been searching for almost a month now?
Fuck, don't even remind me. Has it been a month?
Oh yeah, since you got back, right? From
Yeah, you're right.
winter break.
Yeah.
So it's been about a month, a little over a month.
Yeah. Sucks. Sucks ass.
Does suck. See,
Have any of them called back at least? Or?
No.
we'll see.
That's
like,
a negative.
like I don't know. I just don't understand how you can just sit here all day.
It's not that bad. I mean, I do stuff.
Well, yeah, but
Like homework-wise, I read a lot.
okay, yeah, but that's homework wise and reading.
It's my readings are interesting though.
Okay, but you don't go out really, you know, I don't know. I feel like you don't have much social interaction.
That's
Like,
okay.
That's okay. I mean, I guess,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I know. I think that's the best part about going to work for me is that knowing that I'm leaving the apartment and that I'm actually.
Really, I hated
Yeah,
the
I'm
people
actually
I
having,
worked with. Though.
Yeah, no. That's. I guess it's one of the main upsides of going to work besides making money. Yeah, it's having that social interaction outside of you guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm
plenty
looking for a
social
job,
interaction.
so hopefully I get one soon.
I don't know. How was your job hunt going for? What did you say? Banking, right?
Yeah, it's going well. I've applied to several places. I haven't called back yet.
Hello.
Are you on the phone right now? What? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, we're recording again.
Yeah. I think it was just like a robocall.
A robocall.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hate those so much.
Yeah.
Those are, those and telemarketers. Those are the worst.
Dude, I had the weirdest experience with that the other day. Elliot was there. Remember when that dude called me? Remember when we were going to
when
Walmart?
we were at Walmart.
Yeah, we were going to Walmart. That was whack.
What happened?
He called me and he was like, "Who is this?" I was like, "Who is this?" He's like, "I'm not gonna tell you."
Wait, what?
Yeah. He's like,
Was it a telemarketer or was it
I
just a random person?
I don't know. And then I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna play games," so I just hung up. And then he calls me back. He's like, "Oh, I think it cut out." And I was like, "Nah, bro, I hung up on you because you're not telling me who you are." And he's like, "I can't tell you who I am unless you tell me who you are." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Fuck you," and I just hung up.
Yeah, that's definitely pretty sketchy right there.
Yeah, and then he called me again after I said "fuck off."
What'd he say?
He was screaming at me.
He was screaming at you?
Yeah.
What?
And I didn't say anything. I put it on speak and he was just screaming. And then once he stopped, I just hung up. I let him get it out of his system. But yeah, I don't know who it was.
That's interesting.
It was a weird call.
Alright, so what do we have next? School?
Oof. Yeah.
What is there to talk about at school?
Have you had any tests yet?
No, I actually have one.
I've had my first test.
I have one on the 18th, the day before my birthday.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting. It's for my stats class. Although the professor still hasn't disclosed us if it's going to be an online exam or if we're going to have to go to one of the test. What is it? The
Testing
rooms?
labs?
Yeah,
So
one of the
how long?
testing
You have
labs.
a week to take a test then?
Mhm.
How long do they give you?
Yeah, we have a week.
Or do you have to be
Well,
there
we're
on a
supposed to,
specific day at a certain time?
I know for the testing labs, aren't you supposed to set up some sort of time or something like
I
that?
don't know.
where you go in?
They don't have the testing labs in the IMCOM.
Oh yeah, I guess not.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I know for Raws, you normally want to set up a time just because if not,
I've never taken one, so how does that work?
well, I mean, you can either call ahead or just go onto the website and.
Oh, the teacher doesn't tell you
Well, I mean, they give you a time span. They'll say,
oh, and
the
you have
exam
to
will be
be
available from this date to this date.
and you have to be proactive and go.
Yeah, you have to be the one to set up a time
Okay.
and actually go there and take it.
But he's take it within this week.
Yeah, take it within this time span, and then but no, I'm still not sure if we're gonna do it in the testing labs or if we're gonna be able to do it here at home. I would prefer here at home.
I would prefer online as well.
Yeah.
I was watching a video the other day of him at
The Super Bowl thing.
press
The media
day. Press day, yeah. It was
Yeah.
funny.
What the what?
And he brought Tom Brady that pillow, right? He had him sign it.
Yeah, those souvenirs, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good. But you know what? I wasn't really paying attention. Did Belichick actually wear that poncho he gave him?
No.
No. That would have been funny if he did.
Yeah.
That would've been
I don't think he would have wore that to the Super Bowl. Like, that's too big.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he's locked in. He's really serious. He's not going to wear that silly poncho.
You should have at least worn it after they won. Should have thrown it on.
I bet he did probably wear it to the party afterwards.
Yeah. But man, number 6 for Brady.
Do what?
Number 6 for Brady.
Yeah, I wish he would retire, to be honest.
Has he stated when he's going to or planning on retiring?
45, he says, yeah.
45. And how old is he right now?
41.
41. So we have another 4 years of Tom Brady.
Yeah, 43. 3 to 4.
3 to 4. So what? 3 to 4 more seasons to where he
wants
could potentially get
Well,
more.
I mean, his thing is he wants to win one more Super Bowl. So, like, he has.
Just one more?
Well, I mean, if he wins one more, he's like the biggest dick, you know. Like, I
Yeah.
have the most rings. Because I think right now it's just 6 rings is like the most.
Yeah, it's the most for a player, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think it's true that people are getting tired of the Patriots winning the Super Bowl?
Oh, for sure. I'm tired of them winning the Super Bowl, and like, I'm a diehard Patriots fan.
Yeah, I was watching a video. It was Jimmy Kimmel as well, but he was talking about how like the Patriots fans weren't really celebrating as hard as they normally do.
I mean,
the Super Bowl win.
Yeah, it's hard when you consecutively win them, just like back to back lose, back to back lose. It's hard to like party that hard, I guess.
What do you mean it's hard to party that hard? Like,
and it's expensive.
well, yeah, I mean,
winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I mean, do they not deserve it?
Yeah, I guess they do.
But I mean, I guess how do you think people are gonna be able to like stop them? I mean,
well, I think when Brady like just gets old enough, he'll retire and like the dynasty might end, or it might. I think hopefully Belichick stays with the Patriots.
really?
After Brady is gone, I would like to see what he can do after Brady is gone.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Belichick would leave with Brady. You know, kind of keep that legacy.
That's what people think, but I hope he doesn't. He's
Yeah.
been there for.
I mean, I'm sure if Kraft can offer him the right money, you know, or even maybe bring Brady on as a coach. I don't know if he would like to do that, or maybe move to commentating. Like
I hope
Romo.
I hope he's a commentator. Yeah. Really, like, Bill Belichick created Foxborough, which is the town, like, because, like, the stadium isn't in Boston.
I was gonna say, isn't Gillette Stadium in Foxborough?
Yeah. And they basically created that town. So,
Really?
yeah. It was just, like, he just, like, popped the stadium down and the town came, so.
I don't know. Speaking of Gillette, did you guys hear about that controversial commercial they
I
made?
was telling Mason about it last night.
I heard about it, but I never saw it.
Yeah, I actually saw a snippet of it the other day, and yeah, it's a very odd commercial. I think it's an odd move for them to, I guess, kind of
Alienate their fan base, or not their fan base, but like their audience.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, do you really see women using a Gillette product?
They do.
I know, but
I feel like
compared
the
to
razor quality is better. So
yeah,
A lot of women prefer to use men's razors.
really.
Yes.
See, this is something I didn't know. This is good information we're getting here. But yeah, no, I feel like it's kind of odd that they would target their demographic like that, because I feel like still while women use Gillette razors, there's still a good chunk of them that are men in the demographic, and I mean, I guess maybe just the way that the commercial appeared to be, that it seemed like more of like a target at them or more of an attack.
see, I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's an interesting commercial. It's basically like it shows you like all these guys doing like just like normal things. Like there's one scene where they're having like a barbecue or something, and these two like kids are like fighting with each other. You know, you can tell they're like playing, and like I guess the dads really don't do anything, or like, and they just say like, oh, they're just playing or whatever, and then
Yeah,
like,
they are.
yeah, see,
Boys
that's
will
what
be
I'm thinking.
boys.
Yeah, and I actually think that's what one of them says. But in one part, or like something happens, I'm not exactly sure. We'll see it here in just a minute, but
What, does like one become like a serial killer or some shit? Like,
no, like out of nowhere they become like feminist or something, or not feminist, but like kind of like have like that feminine quality to them, and they like separate the boys from fighting and say like that's not how men are supposed to be.
We're gonna do I don't know what they call this, but I'm just gonna say a topic, and you tell me what you think. All right?
All right.
Abortion. Go.
I mean, I feel like for the most part, it should be allowed to an extent, like to a time period. But
I think it's like after 24 weeks, then it's like pushing it.
yeah,
That's my opinion.
see, like I'm not exactly an expert on.
Because like after 24 weeks, like the fetus is kind of, it's more developed and like it can actually feel and like hear.
Yeah.
See.
See, because that's one thing that I'm not really, I guess, well educated on is like the stages of a pregnancy. So like,
Right.
like at what point would a baby start to feel something? Because I feel like at that point, that's whenever we should cut off abortions. Or I don't know. I guess you really can't say the point where it has a heartbeat, because then that would be pretty soon.
I think it's
Yeah.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Something, I don't know, but I think it's like 6 weeks. It like develops a heartbeat.
I don't know. So I would say, I guess, somewhere around where the fetus can start to feel some sort of pain or anything like that, or
24 or something like, I think it's like 24.
well, then yeah, like somewhere around 24 weeks.
I'm no expert. No expert though.
Yes. These are just opinions based off of loose facts,
Not even that.
just loose information.
All right. What do you think about guns, Marcus?
Guns. I mean, I've never
You've
owned
never
a gun.
shot a gun?
I've never shot a gun.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is very weird
Yeah,
to it is very odd to live in Texas and not have shot a gun. But I mean, I really don't see a problem with it.
Do you think there should be like universal background checks?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think we could use, I guess, a stricter background check, or not maybe necessarily a background
think
check,
everybody-
but something with like to check like someone's mental health, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's something that people really don't. Well, I mean, they talk about it, but that's like not their main concern. They just kind of go for either banning guns or some sort of, you know, real strict gun control, or just not doing anything at all.
Well, I think if like you want to own a gun, you should have to like take a class and get a license. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Just like if you want a concealed carry, you have to go get a permit for that. Like I think you should, if you want to own a gun, any gun, you should have to like take a class, learn gun safety, shoot a gun, like yeah, and like yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, but I don't know. What do you think? Like should the instructor be like some sort of like military professional, or just
they
just
just-
anyone that?
Someone's
Yeah,
licensed,
yeah,
just something
yeah.
licensed by the state or like however they structure it, something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
driving school, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
getting a driver's license.
Like you can go like any gun shop, you can get your concealed. Not any gun shop, but most gun shops offer classes where you can get your concealed carry if you wanna go that route.
But now, are you required to take classes to own a weapon, or no?
I mean, no.
Not currently, no. Healthcare. What's your opinion on that?
Healthcare? Are you talking about like universal healthcare? Or?
Healthcare in general, yeah. Like, what do you think the current market should look like? Like, what? How do you think healthcare should be structured in America? Should it be like the current model we have right now, or should it be more universal? Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone should be entitled to some health.
And how should that look? Like,
I mean, I'm not really any expert on healthcare or anything, but I definitely think we should have some sort of universal healthcare. Now, do I think that
should that
the
be in,
taxpayer should have to pay for everything?
should that be in the form of like insurance, or should that be in the form of like infrastructure? Yeah.
Man, see, I don't know, because I feel like with insurance, that's whenever you kind of bring it to like an open market and anyone can kind of control it, you know. Now,
Right.
I don't know if we should do it infrastructure, because then that'd be something we'd have to pay for, you know. That'd be something that we'd be paying
Well, I
for.
mean,
If
it
we
would-
were here the
it
way
could-
we're doing
It could
so
come out of our like the
for
tax money, bro.
insurance.
They should cut the government like the military budget. There's so much money right there. They could invest easily in infrastructure.
Why don't we ever cut from the military? Like,
Because we have to be like the biggest spender to
But I mean-
maintain yes the
Yeah,
biggest
but-
dick reputation in the world.
but what is the next country's what? China? That's like the
Yeah.
biggest in military spending. But
It's
aren't
like
we
nowhere
like
close.
yeah,
Russia
that's-
only spends like 65.
Like we
billion.
spend what, 700 billion?
See, and I mean, You're saying we can't take away a couple billion from that and use it somewhere else?
But Russia's so small. Like that's what people don't understand about Russia. It's like
Yeah, it's
such
like
a
big in
it's
land
it's
size,
geographically
but the population is
huge,
only,
but
like 100 million.
yeah, the population is not shit, but controls a huge, like a vast territory.
Elliot, what do you think about universal healthcare, or I guess healthcare in general?
I think we should have hospitals, state-run hospitals. It'd be pretty shitty, but
If only there was like a perfect world, then.
True. Absolutely true.
But I mean, I think the biggest thing at this point is people just need to put aside their differences and try and make some sort of
Solution to the
advancement.
problem.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's not the answer, just just a little fix
Talk
here and
about
there.
it.
Yeah, talk about it, get something going. Because I mean, with us just sitting here, I mean, that's not gonna help anything. It's just
that's why you need to call your state representative. Start by doing that.
I think Cruz work is in the Senate, so he just like, how many senators does? Oh, I guess each state gets 2 senators.
Yeah.
How many reps do we get in the House? What is
We
it,
have,
like
like
36 or 44, something like that? I don't know.
I
How many representatives do we have?
I have no idea. That's why we have a researcher, right?
Well, I mean, there's 528 in total. Of like all 50 states, and then there's some like.
Yeah. See, I don't know. Politics isn't my strong suit. That much.
Politics. Government, you mean?
Yeah, government. I'm sorry, government.
I've taken a lot of government classes.
Yeah, I used to follow up with it a lot more, but then I just kind of stopped. I don't want to say stopped caring, but kind of lost interest in just seeing, a bunch of fighting on the news every day.
Yeah, you just gotta think in a partisan way. Just be like, how do I find a solution to the problem at hand? That's what I think. We can play some video games.
Oof, yeah, that's an interesting topic to talk about. We have the Fortnite craze still going on.
It's been a while since I've played games religiously. So,
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. It's one of the things I like to do just because I feel like there's so much variety to it. I feel like there's a lot of different games out there that you can play. There's shooters, puzzles.
But they're all like battle royale style games.
I mean,
recently, that's been the craze, huh?
Yeah, lately with Fortnite, they've been kind of converting everyone to do some sort of battle royale, and I don't think it's necessarily the right move in video games.
I do. I fucking love battle royale. Just the sheer competitiveness of like the game is just.
I'm more of a story-driven type.
I feel ya.
That's why
I like GTA.
I don't know. Do you think since Fortnite's taken over that GTA has lost their kind of player base?
Yeah, but they've made their money, so it's alright. Like.
Well, yeah, GTA 5 came out when 2013, I believe. Something around there.
I think they had like really big box office days, so like they made a lot of money right off the bat. So I mean, it was a good investment.
And I know they launched their online mode 6 months after the release of the actual game.
Yeah, we used to play that shit all the time.
Oh yeah, get home from school, play till 10:30, 11, something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember Call of Duty 4. Yeah, Shipment. Do you guys remember that fucking map? Like with all the boxes.
Yeah.
I remember I used to play that religiously back in the day.
Like even Red Dead, it was in the middle of this whole battle royale craze, and
It didn't get the attention it deserved, or what?
No, it did. It was actually one of the top games of the year, and with it coming out in November, October, something like that.
I didn't play it, so
It's a really good game. It's got a really good story to it, and I feel like it's just there to show you that, that a good story-driven game can still survive in this world of battle royale. I feel like there's definitely still a market out there, as we've seen with.
a very slim.
There's some competitive games that.
Oh yeah, I mean even with the uprising of what is it, MLG?
It's just Fortnite's or the Battle Royale Fortnite's. It's getting old.
I wouldn't say
get,
it's
like,
getting old.
a good Call of Duty.
Because every new game that comes out is its own spin of Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Because there was originally what was that game called? Not Fortnite, PUBG, and then Fortnite, and now you have
Blackout, this new Apex Legends.
Which Apex Legends.
I
Like
got
they
to-
all have their own variation.
Yeah,
So it's like
I got to
evolving
play-
over time.
I got to play a little bit of Apex Legends today. It was interesting. I'm not sure it's gonna take off exactly like they expect
I
it
like
to.
Fortnite because it was too childish, you know.
No,
But like that's the simplicity of it, and it was free to play.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's why like it just took off the way it did.
I just can't believe how much people are spending on these V-Bucks. Like
Really?
yeah,
it,
all
it
these
is
little
like
kids buying skins and
Yes.
backpacks.
they
and
literally
pickaxes.
they're
like,
literally
yes.
marketing to these little kids, but it's illegal what they're doing, and
Yeah.
like
and they're getting away with it.
yeah. But I like Fortnite. It's a fun game.
I got into it.
Yeah, I never got into it either. I just wasn't good at building, and I feel like that's an essential part of playing Fortnite is being able to build quickly.
You have good reflexes.
Yeah, I don't have good reflexes at all.
I don't think you need good reflexes. You just need to play the game a lot.
I don't know. I mean, it's cool every now and then, but it's not something that I would play religiously. You know, just like get home and let's play some Fortnite, guys. You know, because like I mean, even
I would. That Fortnite's fun, bro.
But you know what? You say that you would, but you don't. And it's funny because you say it, and yet you have the resources here, but you don't do it.
Facts.
Getting called out right now.
But like, I like video games more than you, and I like to keep up with technology and that type of shit. I feel like more than you, so. I don't really play video games anymore. I kind of just watch people play video games.
Yeah, you know
People
what?
say that's weird, but it's not.
I was gonna say,
Because like,
that's a-
you watch NFL players, like why don't you go play NFL? Because you're not fucking good at it. Like, it's very simple.
why do I feel like I've heard that from
You have it because everybody says it because it's
I saw
true.
on Twitter.
Yeah, it's but it's true though. It's facts. So like,
I don't know why, but I thought I heard Fluffy say that
he probably did say it. Like, everybody says
Oh
it.
yeah, it was
from the comedy special, right? Which, by the way, that was a great comedy special.
It was.
I really liked his ending where he did like those throwback jokes.
Right.
Dude, I've been able to see him live. So
What was that?
I saw him in San Antonio. Like 14, 15. So.
Man,
And then I saw Ron White in New Mexico. That was pretty funny.
you saw Ron White.
Yeah.
Man, I remember.
I was 17, I think, when I saw him.
I remember Elliot and I tried going to see Fluffy in San Antonio, but for some reason he had ended up canceling his tour. But after watching this recent special, I wonder if it has anything to do with his mother passing. I'm not sure when that happened, but I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
I don't know, but I got to see Fluffy early on in his career. It was pretty cool.
Was he better than?
It was real genuine, so it was just like really funny. And I think still to this day he's still really genuine, and he's funny with his topics.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like this is going pretty good. The second time,
Yeah,
third time around.
we all need our own like mic though.
Yeah, but see, like I feel like this is like we're talking about stuff that's interesting, and yet, we're not like.
Yeah, you just gotta get a conversation going.
Yeah. Just gotta let the mic or let the tape roll for a little bit and just catch what's good,
And you can edit out some of the bad shit.
Yeah, but see, like I mean, even if like we had our own mics, we could just sit here and just kind of like
Play video games
have an actual conversation
and record it. Yeah.
Because I feel like right now it's kind of like you guys said, a chore to try and like just make sure that you're speaking into the mic. That way, your audio is able to.
Your
Be
audio's
picked
good
up.
enough to like it's good enough.
Yeah.
You want the quality to be good, so.
Yeah, I definitely think this will be one of our practice runs, though. I'll definitely go in and try and edit it as best as I can, and then maybe we'll come up with some sort of intro to put at the beginning. Like Elliot said, maybe put in some music there. Do a cool little snippet. Work on
We
some.
should put in some Tupac.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something we could do. each podcast.
Can we use his music, or do we have to license it? He
I
hasn't been dead for 70 years, has he?
But I feel like for a podcast, it's not being
Oh, definitely
monetized.
not.
Yeah.
But I feel like for like a podcast, it's not being monetized. Can you still get copyright striked? And I mean, it's not going on anything like YouTube or anything. We're talking about SoundCloud, where people go in and mix music all the time. But isn't there like some sort of rule where you can use like what is it, 10 seconds of it or something?
That's a really good question, yeah. Because
Not too sure.
is that how it works? If you monetize it, you can't use it. It's copyrighted.
I want to say, if at least from what I've seen on like YouTube and stuff, if it's monetized, they really can't use any sort of copyrighted material, or if they do, they use it very briefly, because of course they have to follow the copyright guidelines, which I think is like what, maybe 10 seconds, Elliot, something like that.
I don't even know.
I think it's
Sorry.
that sounds pretty accurate. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
what a shame. But I think after 70 years, it comes public domain.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
He has-
I
he
know
hasn't
our
been-
old
he hasn't been
Tiny
dead.
Cartoons just recently came public domain.
yeah.
it'll be cool to see what we kind of produce with this one.
Yeah.
See what we can make out of it. Get an intro going, get some sort of title card or an artwork picture or something. I think it'll be interesting to see where this podcast goes. But
I could definitely be a political commentator for like the rest of my life. It's so easy. You just talk.
but see, I think it's easier whenever you're just talking to the microphone, or not even necessarily talking to the microphone,
Talking
but just
to another, like, you're just having a conversation.
yeah, you're just having a conversation, but it's not like you're like putting like your face out there and stuff, So like people really aren't like, it's not like they're watching you talk about this; they're just listening.
We'll get a
to you.
camera when we get like money.
We'll get a studio.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We can hire people.
Yeah. We'll just hire ourselves. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying this. Are you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hassle though. Like.
Well, I mean, right now it's a hassle.
Yeah, you just need your own mic for sure. It's so much easier.
Yeah, and I mean, this is
And
something
the quality, like if when we all have our own mic, the quality is gonna be a lot better. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta realize
it'll
that.
be a lot easier to kind of go in there and edit our own sound clips.
Yeah. Just because like when it's far away and the quality is not that good, it's not gonna like sound good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, this is definitely just our test run. We just thought of this today, ran it today off of.
Did you? Wait, who
Yeah.
thought about this?
I guess I originally brought it up while we were having breakfast or so, and then Elliot
Yeah,
kind of
that fucking taco place we went to.
El
It was
Ranchito.
good. It was pretty expensive though, don't you think?
Yes, it's a very quaint little
It's really
eatery.
homey.
It is very homey. It's a nice atmosphere.
Dude,
like
you cannot get good Mexican food in Lubbock. I bet it was
You
ass.
can't. That's what I'm saying. It's only Tex-Mex.
They were talking to some of the locals, and they were telling us how they don't know what breakfast tacos are.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were very surprised on how we said breakfast tacos. And they only knew the term breakfast burritos.
Is that like a? I guess it's geographically located. I guess where we're at. Like,
Yeah.
I guess so. I really didn't think that'd be the case, but because I thought breakfast tacos was a pretty universal term, something that.
I mean, they didn't really do breakfast tacos or breakfast burritos up north in Michigan, so
What do they do up there? Like,
a lot of donuts, a lot of sausage and biscuits.
I mean, it's European.
so they do more like a breakfast sandwich then.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There was no Mexican restaurants too, so
I guess do they have like?
there was we went to Chinatown and that was really cool. I think that was some of the best food I've ever eaten. Like Chinatown in Boston, downtown Boston, like it's original. It was pretty cool.
So I guess do they focus on other cultures up north, like what, like Indian food, Thai food? I mean,
No, not really. It's basically just European shit and like seafood, and there's a big Chinatown. That's really it.
I don't know. I guess where's more of like the Greek food at, and I guess what exactly is Greek food?
Mediterranean food. I don't know. I've always been trying to try it though.